Motorcycles are one of the most widely used and popular personal vehicles around the world, which are at the top of almost everyone's list of personal vehicles. Many people do not hesitate to spend a lot of money for this beloved vehicle, especially those who buy bikes as a hobby. But it is very natural that a question comes to the mind of all bike lovers or users that, a two-wheeler that means a motorcycle can be exactly how expensive, or what are the world's most expensive bikes look like, or how much they cost. And we are here today to introduce you 10 of the most expensive motorcycles in 2023, but before that, my friend, subscribe to our fucking awesome channel for more hot top 10s. With any more delay, let's start this shit up. Number 10. Ducati Panigale V4 SP2, price, $40,495. Who would have thought that the most affordable motorcycle here would come from the house of Borgo Panigale, but it has, and it is the Ducati Panigale V4 SP2. Priced at almost $40,000, the V4 SP2 is the current flagship Ducati motorcycle and packs truckloads of top-shelf components, such as Brembo-style MAR brake calipers, a WSBK-derived dry clutch, a bewildering suite of Ducati electronic aids, carbon fiber wheels, and top-shelf Öhlins suspension. Meanwhile, topping all this is the 1,103cc, four-cylinder engine pumping out 210 horsepower and 90.6 pound-feet of torque. Number 9. MV Agusta Rush 1000, price, $45,598. In recent years, MV Agusta has somewhat become like KTM, focusing mainly on naked motorcycles, and sitting atop MV's 2022 lineup is the $45,598 Rush 1000. Derived from the Brutal 1000RR, the Rush 1000 is a hyper-naked motorcycle pumping out 208 horsepower and 86 pound-feet of torque. Couple this with the Rush's 410-pound dry weight and this is nothing short of a ballistic missile in action. Luckily, there's no shortage of electronic aids to help you control this model. Number 8. Harley-Davidson CVO Tri Glide, price, $49,999. While the two-wheeled Harley range ends at a not-so-low $44,899, the three-wheeled Harley-Davidson CVO Tri Glide takes things up a notch and not just in terms of money. The CVO Tri Glide is Harley-Davidson's flagship trike, and it isn't just a three-wheeled iteration of the CVO. Instead, Harley engineers create the CVO Tri Glide from scratch, giving not only a unique riding experience but also unlocking an array of electronic aids to make life easier. Topping off the package are features like chrome wheels, an infotainment system, Rockford Fosgate speakers, heated seats, and LED lighting, all capable of putting some similarly priced cars to shame. Number 7. Harley CVO Road Glide Limited, price, $51,999. Though Indian is producing some great bagger and cruiser alternatives these days, there's no one out there quite like Harley-Davidson when it comes luxury touring machines. They've been at it for a long time, with largely no disruptions, and have fine-tuned these models to the smallest bolt. Such is the case with the CVO Road Glide Limited. The beating heart of this bagger is the famous Milwaukee 8117 engine. It produces 125 feet-lb of torque and 102 horsepower. You also get an adjustable rear suspension, LED lights and customized gauges. The Limited also comes with the Harley Boom Box GTS infotainment system that has Bluetooth, radio, USB connection, Sirius XM and a passenger intercom option. Number 6. Kawasaki Ninja H2R, price, $57,500. If you don't already know, the H2R is Kawasaki's track-only, supercharger-equipped, carbon fiber-laden top-of-the-line hyperbike. From its radical design with a mirror finish, to its soul-shaking exhaust note with the signature supercharger, chirrup, everything makes the H2R as special as ever. The engine produces 310 horsepower and 121.5 pound-feet of torque, which will push it to a top speed of 400 km per hour, if you can find a road long and empty enough. Number 5. Ducati Streetfighter V4 Lamborghini, price, $68,000. Ducati is a luxury motorcycle brand to begin with. Their cheapest motorcycle, if you don't count their separate line of scramblers, the Monster Plus, starts at $13,000. So what happens when you combine their Streetfighter V4 model, which starts at $22,095, and mix in a Lamborghini Huracan STO? Well, for one thing, the price tag skyrockets to $68,000. Besides the Lambo-inspired livery, carbon fiber accents and overall design features, the Streetfighter V4 has some other exclusive aesthetic elements that were imported directly from the Huracan STO. And if you're crazy enough to take this one-of-a-kind bike to the track, you'd have some caps for number plate and mirror removal, a racing fuel cap and motorcycle cover in the same color scheme. The only downside of this bike is the limited number of units that were built. Number 4. Bimota TESI H2, price, $70,370. Bimota is not the most known of Italian motorcycle brands. But they sure knew how to win races back in the day by building high-quality chassis around pre-existing engines. And the TESI H2 is here to remind us of that history. This top-of-the-line, utterly insane machine is made primarily out of lightweight aluminum, which surrounds Kawasaki's 998cc inline-4 engine. It'll get you an earth-shaking 221 horsepower and 104 pounds of torque. And because of all the aluminum in its structure, the TESI is much lighter than Kawasaki's H2, weighing in at 456 pounds. But the biggest attraction is certainly its next-level looks. Okay dude, before the top 3, bruh, like this video and comment that below to help us for the next videos. And don't forget to subscribe to our fucking awesome channel to be one of our first fucking awesome friends. Okay, here you are, number 3. Indian Challenger RR, price, $92,229. Anyone that's been paying attention to motorcycle racing in the past few years must have heard of King of the Baggers. That's where the likes of Harley-Davidson and Indian modify their biggest and heaviest machines into racing bikes and have a go of it on a racetrack. This has proven so popular that Indian finally caved in and released a race replica in the form of the Challenger RR. Everything on this bike has been dialed up to 11, including the suspension, engine, brakes, chassis and, of course, the price. But what you get for that price, you won't be able to take on the street, as the bike appears to be a track-only creation. Number 2. Arch 1S, price, $95,000. If you're a motorcycle fan, you may have heard of the Arch Motorcycle Company. And perhaps you may have heard of one of the owners as well. And even though the Arch is more of a bespoke motorcycle builder rather than a major manufacturer, the bikes they build are nothing short of stunning in terms of build quality, performance and price. The company currently offers 3 models, the KRGT1, Method 143 and the Ones. And it is the Ones that is the jewel in their crown. Equal parts sport bike and cruiser, the Ones uses a high-torque S and SV twin engine with in-house designed exhaust system. This 2032cc engine produces 115 feet lbs of torque. The brakes are ABS from Bosch and suspension is a fully adjustable Arch Öhlins hybrid system. Carbon fiber is used through the motorcycle to keep the weight low, and the single-sided swing arm is manufactured in-house from lightweight aluminum. Yes, this is an expensive motorcycle, but if you can afford it, there's nothing like riding a motorcycle that was designed and built just for you. And finally, number 1. Vyrus Alyen 988. Normal motorcycle riders probably have never heard of the Vyrus motorcycle company. But if you're someone of Tom Cruiser's stature perhaps, you may be able to afford one of these angular weapons. But the rest of us can only really stare at them in awe. But what exactly makes this bike worth $193,000? First and foremost, you have to be in love with the aesthetics of the appropriately named Alyen. If you don't adore the looks, this bike's not for you. Underneath all that armor, however, lies a Ducati Superquadro, liquid-cooled, 1300cc V-twin engine. And what really brought Vyrus to the forefront were their radical push-rod twin-pivot Vyrus suspension and Vyrus hydraulic wired steering system. Other than that, it's really just the exclusivity of owning such an original machine that may be the reason to buy one. And if you got the bucks, and an unbridled passion for everything two-wheeled, then maybe it should belong in your garage as well. Okay dude, we're done for now, but don't forget to subscribe to our fucking awesome channel, and if you know more mind-blowing motorcycles, comment that below.